As you listen with your mind, or hear with your unconscious, you may begin to wonder how many beliefs can be transformed all at once. And you may notice, when you focus on a single thought, a single sensation, a single breath, you begin to feel something shift. And as that shift happens, it may continue to deepen, because now you're learning something new, not just with the conscious mind, with that deeper, wiser self that remembers everything you've forgotten and forgets everything you've outgrown. Because when the old belief fades, the new system awakens. Have you ever imagined success so vividly you could feel it in your bones? The goosebumps that rise, the energy that lifts you. That's dopamine dancing with your vision. Each time you say something kind to yourself, I've got this, I'm enough, I'm rising, you're rewiring your neurochemistry, dialing the receptors of reward, as if you're tuning a radio to your own higher frequency. And when you act decisively, courageously, whether it's a workout, a project finished, or a simple moment of presence, the receptors awaken. They say, yes, more of this. That's how action becomes addiction, the good kind, the one that builds your empire. You didn't come here to stay the same. You came here to evolve, to install a new operating system, one where every belief is a tool, one where every thought is a switch, one where dopamine is the reward for being fully, electrically alive. So ask yourself, what if gratitude was your fuel? What if visualization was your code? What if reframing turned obstacles into stepping stones, and every moment became a trigger for elevation? Because when you say, this challenge teaches me, this failure is fuel, this pain is my portal, the dopamine doesn't just whisper, it sings. So let me tell you a secret that you already know. You don't need permission to change. You need a decision. Decide. Your thoughts are blueprints. Your words are spells. Your body is wired to respond to intention. When you visualize, you activate. When you affirm, you program. When you act, you install. Your brain doesn't wait for reality. It builds it. Chemical, electrical, magical. Dopamine responds not to the result, but to the belief in the result. Anchor this. Touch your hand to your chest and say, every breath moves me forward. Anchor that feeling, embed it. Because what you anchor, you repeat. What you repeat becomes who you are. There was a man who couldn't stay focused until he imagined his future self. He saw himself succeeding, not someday, but now. He began waking early, saying this day brings rewards. He felt motivation rise, not from caffeine, but from conviction. Every task completed released a spark. His dopamine danced, his neurons sang, because he didn't wait for the goal to feel good. He felt good, and then achieved the goal. She once doubted herself until she painted without judgment, and whispered, this is me. I create. As she lost herself in the rhythm, she found something better, flow. That was dopamine's embrace. Each brushstroke a surge, each moment of joy a message. More of this, please. You're not stuck. You're just between beliefs, between software versions, and right now, in this moment, you're installing the update. Say my system upgrades daily. Say challenges equals energy. Say obsession is permission to master. Because the brain that believes it can grow becomes the brain that grows. The mind that speaks with purpose commands the body to rise. You can change today, or you can change now. Either way, you're already transforming. You can build momentum with action, or build action from momentum. Which one will you start with? It doesn't matter, because either way, you rise. Gratitude is the ignition. Visualization is the steering. Self-talk is the programming. Repetition is the hardwiring. Dopamine is the spark. Belief is the driver. So maybe now or later, or in the space between thoughts, your unconscious begins rewriting the code. And every line of that new script says, I'm always growing. I'm in command. Every breath builds momentum. My reward system is alive with fire. I don't chase dopamine, I generate it. Reality is not fixed, it flows within me. I'm already becoming who I was always meant to be. With every example you live, every choice you make, you embrace this truth deeper. You're not a passive passenger on the ride of your neurology. You're the architect of your chemistry. You're the author of your narrative. You're the fire starter of your future. You know what's beautiful? You don't even need to remember this, because your unconscious already does. It's already begun the update. Now, always, already.